You don't know who's gay, right? Can you tell?
Yeah, like I can't just like like I can't just be like, hey, can I take you out for some coffee sometime? Like you look kind of good, like they'll be like, this is my wife. I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry.
Have you ever run into trouble like that? Like you thought a guy was gay, but he wasn't?
Hell yeah. That was actually in college.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, this guy, for sure. Like, I asked, my friends helped me. I had two friends, and they were like, we'll watch out to see if he's gay or not. So, like, it was crazy how intense it was. So, he had pink paper. like the paper was like this pastel pink. So, what the? We need to get that one Karate Kid guy to like take those chopsticks.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Get that. We're
we
real life, you guys.
We need Mr. Miyagi to train us to.
Come on, get the chopstick fly. But sorry. But I was in college, and then my friends helped me. My two friends, and then he had pink paper one time. It was like a pastel pink, and he turned it in for his homework assignments. He turned it in always on pink paper, and he had a pink phone with the Baby Fat logo on it.
Oh, okay.
This shows you how old we are. It had the Baby Fat logo.
Kimura Lee.
Yeah, and then like he always, and I think that we should do this as straight men or gay men. I think we should hug. But he'd always like to hug me for like very elongated periods.
Oh yeah.
Like he would just like see like Alex, and then like hug me and like hold me for like I don't know, like at least 3 or 4 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And I like hugs.
Yeah.
But like it was, I don't know. I think with the layers of the pink paper and everything like that, I was okay. So then,
so your gaydar went off the. Like,
no, my
was just pretty
really
much.
Bad. That's why my straight friends. Okay. My straight friends are actually telling me like, no, he's definitely. They're like, no, for sure, he's definitely. This is gay.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, because my gaydar is horrible, right? So like, do it, don't do it. So I like after class, I came up to him, and I was like, hey man, like how's it going? He's like, oh, it's going good. How you been? I'm like, I'm doing good. I was like, so like, what you doing after this? He's all like, well, I'm probably just gonna like go home, chill out. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, I'm like, if you ever want to like hang out, what I'm saying, like get some coffee. I'll treat you out. Don't worry and stuff like that. And he was like, what? And I'm like, if you want to like go out sometime, I'm like, maybe we can take you out, get you some coffee, whatever you like, drink, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And he was all like, do you think I'm gay? And I was like, I just paused. I was like, yeah.
With that pink paper.
Yeah. And then he just went through like every single situation. He's like, that pink paper is actually my girlfriend's, and I don't have a printer, so I print on the pink paper at her house. And I was like, okay, the pink phone that had the Baby Fat logo on it, that's my girlfriend's phone again. I don't have a phone.
Oh man.
So I use my girlfriend's phone a lot, and she picks me up. Okay. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm like crying now.
So I was like, he just went through every single situation, and he was just like, really, this is what I'm talking about. It's like a lot harder as a gay man, because he was like, after that, he's like, what the fuck? I can't believe you took up. He got really angry, and I was like, yo, man, like, I'm not trying to offend you. I'm not trying to offend you. He just got really, really mad. Like, he got, red in the face.
Kind of like what we were saying before about those guys, the homophobic types that get really offended.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he's homophobic, but he just was going off. It was crazy. He was just like, I can't believe you think this, and like, like, it's so annoying, and I'm like, I don't, like, I was like, I didn't even know what to say.
So after that, you like try to hide from him.
He just stormed off. Well, the next day, I went to class, and then everybody's looking at me.
Probably the whole school heard about that.
And then he told everyone in class.
What?
Yeah, it was crazy. He told everyone in class that I hit on him, and that I was like, I was trying to go after him and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, I asked you for a coffee date. I didn't ask you to like bend over, shower, or anything like that. Like, I didn't just throw soap on the ground and be like, hey, that's yours, bitch. Come get it. Like, I thought I was being a gentleman.
Yeah. Yeah, even if it was a straight guy, like, you can hang out and have coffee. Like, you didn't. It wasn't even like a date. Like, you're just saying, go get some coffee, hang out. Right? Yeah. Guys do that.
So I guess this is the time of Baby Fat where it wasn't as inclusive. I mean, Baby Fat's super inclusive, but like not the time. I think the year at that time it was still taboo to be to be queer. So that's why that was my first experience. But like, it was super. I mean, as a gay man, hitting on men that you're not sure if they're gay or not, it is terrifying. Can you imagine that? Like, if you asked me, if you were a gay guy, you asked me out, what the fuck, bitch? He stormed off. He, like, stomped off. He, like, started running. I was like, oh, my god.
So your friend's gaydar kind of failed you. Like, it was...
I mean, but then I told my friends, too, and they're like, what? I was for sure he was gay. Like, they were so, like... They're like, oh my gosh, how is
did he
not
act
gay?
kind of gay, or did he...
I mean, I just feel like that's the thing about, like, queer people. There's, like, masculine queer people, there's feminine queer people. There's nothing wrong with either or, but, like, it's definitely a situation where it's, like, you know, you don't know. And then, but I don't know, like, they just were like, oh, for sure he was. So he told the entire class. It was so awkward. The next day, they were looking at me like I was like a fucking...
leper?
Huh?
Like a leper or something? Or?
It was weird. They were like, oh, she's like, that's that gay guy. He's gay. Like, you know, it was
Yeah, so you kind of
weird.
outed yourself, too, because maybe a lot of people didn't know you were gay.
Yeah.
So then, yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, well, they're like... And then I talked to one of them. And he was like, oh, no, it's cool. I'm cool, gay people. And I'm like, but then why are you not talking to me now? Like, why did I have to come up to you and be like, hey, what's going on? So it's like... It was weird because, like, they don't want to admit that they're having issues, but they have issues. And it's the hardest part, probably. But, that was my first, I guess, like, in-person asking guy out, which is horrendous as a gay man.
Was it Asian guy, or?
No, he was, I think he was interesting. He was black and Indian.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah. And I guess I'm really attracted to that. So,
yeah,
I don't really
sounds
care about,
exotic.
Yeah, like, I don't really care about, like, culture or anything like that. I was like, this is a hot guy, whatever he is.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, black, white, Hispanic, you know, alien, I don't care.
Yeah.
Extraterrestrial.
Yeah.
So
Even better. More exotic, the better, right?